the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How would you feel about packing up today? Leave this all behind, go get snowed in somewhere, you and me. I would rather be somewhere with you.
Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. I hope your week is starting off well. Monday for me, Tuesday for you. So today I have to get right back into the routine of writing. Honestly, there's like no time to slack on this because this is our last week of our kiddo having school before my book is due. So like this is my window of time to really guarantee that I'm going to be able to write. And so I'm sure we'll work it out to where that's not a problem next week as well, but I can't really, like this is all I can really count on, and I'm gonna really rely on what I can rely on. I have one more essay I want to write for type 8, and then I need to start type 9 today. Right now is usually the time that I can write the most, so I'm gonna sit down, meditate for 5 minutes, and see what happens. See what comes out. I'm really feel like I have one final thing written for type 8 that makes the chapter feel cohesive and complete. Wish me luck. Also, thanks for being here. Happy day 14 of Vlogmas. Let's go write. So I have my crying face on because I was just crying. I wish I could tell you why, but I don't really understand emotions sometimes. I actually just didn't even realize I was sad. I was like talking to Obi, and then all of a sudden I started crying, and I was like, okay, emotions are happening. And so I just cried for a little bit, and then we'll see where those came from. I think sometime later, I'm sure, but as it stands, I don't have any clue. So that's fun. I've been trying to use my curling iron. I always use it just like a wand, but I'm kind of wanting to try and use it like an actual curling iron, you know, like how people do, like how you're supposed to use it technically, but I don't know how to do it. This is curled like a real curling iron, and this is using it like a wand. I definitely prefer the wand look. So I think I'm gonna just stick to what I know. I think maybe people, because I've seen people who use it like a regular curling iron, and I think it looks really nice, and I want that vibe, but I think they're using like a much bigger barrel, like a 1-inch barrel. Is this a 1-inch barrel? They're using like ones that like look like that, and maybe I'll get one of those sometime soon. So I almost didn't curl my hair today because I was like, this is fine, but God, this is so much better. Yeah, there's a difference. Hoping my face will just kind of naturally calm down the redness and I won't have to put any makeup on. Let's see. There. Okay. Like on my face, so that people aren't like, why are you crying? I think I'm lying when I say I don't know. But I do like to just put eyebrow on because it makes me feel like I have eyebrows. Okay. That'll do. Let's go open our advent calendar for today. See what we got. That's better. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Day 12. That's crazy. A hydrating hand cream. Let's see. I hope it smells good because I got one that I keep in my airplane bag that I don't like the smell of. So if this smells nice, it'll be so much better. It smells like almonds, like almond extract. Yeah, it smells exactly like almond extract. I like it. Yeah, cute. Okay, so this is what I'm wearing today. This is from Anthropologie. Earrings are from Ana Luisa. Pants are from Universal Standard. And shoes are from Birdie's. Guys, I was just walking to my car and I peeked over. So, like 5 months ago, whenever, not really that long ago, but several months ago, I went to take my garden out and I got a migraine in the middle of it. And then I just never cleaned them out. And then I just looked over at it. Oh, this grass. This might be a bad idea. Let's see. I just looked over at them this morning and the parsley, when I was going to throw it away, I was like, this is never going to turn into parsley. So I give up. And then same for the kale. I was like, this is never going to turn into kale. And so I gave up. But let's see if I can get to it even. Okay. But let me show you. It's like straight up parsley. Like it just needed me to leave it alone and give it some time. And then the kale is like turning into full on kale in December. So that is my daily lesson in not giving up too soon. And now I'm gonna head to the office. It's about 10:13. I got a new parking pass. I'm keeping my old one to give to Obes because he also works downtown. But I have one, now I have one to my office directly. I just don't know where it is, where my spot is. So I'm going to use the old one today, but then we have to figure out where I park from now on. Also, look at my date. Hello. So Obi and I just had our lunch date. We do a lunch date every Monday typically. We probably won't next week because the kiddo won't be in school. Maybe we'll do it all together. I don't know. But typically we do lunch on Mondays before he goes to work. So that's like one of my favorite things that we do because it just feels so special and connecting, and it feels like we're dating again, you know what I mean? Because it's like out of our routine, out of normal habit. Although it's exactly our routine. It feels really romantic and special. I am here at my new garage. I'm gonna try and figure out how to get in. Wish me luck. Cool thing is that I actually have one of my favorite photos of me in front of the store. I'll try and put it here. It's actually right around here, but I'll find it for you. Okay, we're in. Now I just have to figure out how to get up there from down here. whispering because I'm nervous. I did it. That was a journey, but I did it. Okay, so I'm back in the office. I'm whispering so that I'm not being the most. But all I have left to do is to write and record ads for the podcast. I also want to write type 8 essay, check Slack, and then we're done for the day. So as long as those things go as planned, we should be done in not too long from now. Yeah. Maybe we'll get a little bit of downtime before going to pick up the kid. So I'm in one of the phone booth rooms to record podcast ads, but I wanted to tell you that getting into the garage was like a whole journey, but we figured it out. I did accidentally open a garage door that was not mine, and I had to close it. It was just like a whole thing, but we figured it out. And it's gonna be really nice to have that spot because it's like inside, and so in the winter when it's snowing and all of that's going on, I'll have like a nice spot. Plus the other lot, I was able to give that parking pass to Obi, and so now he has one because I think I talked to you about that. He works downtown, so he can use it, but sometimes it fills up. They have other lots around the city, but the one that it's like they're like further away from my office, whereas for him, he's already walking to work. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really good for both of us. That's all. Now I'm gonna record podcast ad. I'm gonna plug this in and we'll get to recording. Today's podcast is brought to you by Calm. Okay, so we are in my car, in my new spot. I'm very excited about it. Can you tell? I've finished up work for the day. I had kind of an easy time writing today, which is a big relief. I was very nervous about it. I ended up writing 2 things for type 8 because that's what felt right. So I start type 9 tomorrow. Sorry, I'm yawning and talking. I start type 9 tomorrow. And yeah, I think that'll be nice. So since it is like 2:30, I'm not going to pick the kiddo up until 4 or 4:30. I have some good time for me to just take care of myself, do some self-care. I've had all the coffee that I need of the day. So I'm probably just going to go home and read my book for like 2 hours. So riveting stuff, guys. Riveting stuff. Okay, so it's officially 4 p.m. We're gonna pull cards. I don't want to get out of this blanket because it is so warm. And then I'm gonna go pick up the kiddo, but let's chat first. Whew, it's a little dark, y'all. I'm sorry. We are going to do the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. That's what I felt drawn to. Well, let's do it. Lion. Okay. As patient, regal, and a complete master. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When in balance, they are the epitome of peace and strength. When out of balance, they are withdrawn and too serious. To bring into balance is daily meditation and friendship. Okay. So, I know what this brings up for me. Right now, I'm dealing with, I'm trying to I don't want to blast anybody, but I'm dealing with someone who is very difficult to deal with, someone who's not very kind to me, not very respectful, but has to be in my life. Basically, it sucks. It's very stressful, or it has traditionally been very stressful. This year, I've set significant boundaries around that particular person as much as I can. I don't really have a lot of choice, but as many boundaries as are physically possible, they are in place. And typically, the way that I have responded in the past to this person is kind of just letting them rile me up, become kind of wanting to assert my strength and my rights, my place. But then this morning, actually, I was just talking to Obi, and I was honestly, they're a sad person and they're living a really sad life, and I'm a really happy person living a really beautiful life, and I don't it's I'm forgetting who the fuck I am, kinda. That's the easiest way to say it. It's kind of girl, you're letting this person impact you is really, it's letting a mouse scare a lion. You know what I mean? Not saying that I'm so great, but just I am so good. I'm a loving person. I'm a caring person. I work my tail off. I have this beautiful existence with this person that I love, that I participate in regularly. And I've done everything that I can do to make that relationship a positive one. And at some point it's just out of my control. And it was kind of oh yeah, I don't actually have to give this person access to my mind at all. They don't actually deserve to stress me out. Why am I letting them stress me out? Kind of how I've been thinking about it. So I think lion for me, when I think about it, is kind of just remembering how powerful I am and not letting mice freak me out, man. Because I think that people take up space in your mind when you let them. I'm good. Our life is good, and that's not something that really needs to impact it at all, you know? They don't need to even be in my thoughts at all. There's no reason. Ultimately, in the grand scheme of my life, not necessarily, not for their life, everybody's significant, but in the grand scheme of my life, they aren't a major player, you know what I mean? So they don't have to, I'm holding a child's toy. They don't have to, we don't have to hang out internally. I've already set the physical boundary, but we don't have to hang out in my brain either. So, yeah, that feels really liberating to just be oh yeah, I'm living a great life. I don't have to do that. I don't have to think about that person anymore. That's what brings it for me. What does it make you think of? What does being a lion make you think of? Now, I'm gonna end the vlog here today because today is me and the kiddos night. That's just the two of us. Obi's at work, and so I'm gonna give him my undivided attention for that time and just hang out with him. His love language is definitely time. I have the energy for that today, so I'm gonna give that to him today. And we're gonna end the vlog now, but I will see you tomorrow for another one. Thank you for joining me for a day in the life. Yeah, see you tomorrow.